What is up, you guys? We are back for another video. We are going to get right to the point. We are doing, drum roll, back to school makeup. Yes, I have about 99% drugstore products sitting here in front of me, and we are going to do up our face. Just a nice little, a little bit, but not too much makeup look for school, for those, you know, more for those high school, college type girls that want a full face of makeup. Let's be honest. I mean, this is not exactly, there's a guy out here, like, of course, I've all morning been getting ready to sit down and film, and there's a guy working outside of my window, directly outside of my window, and it's kind of making me uneasy. Hopefully he hurries up. Anyways, drugstore products sitting right here in front of me. We are going to do up our beautiful faces and get ready for school. Yes, back to school. It is like days away, and some people may have already started school, but we are going to do just a cute, pretty little makeup look for my beauty queens out there. All right, guys, let's get started. For starters, I'm going to be starting with the setting spray because I really like and prefer to start my, you know, my routine with something to spray on my face. It wakes me up in the morning. So I am using this Essence Keep It Perfect Makeup Fixing Spray. I'm gonna give it a little shakerooski. Whoa. That shot out like a bullet. It definitely woke me up. After we give ourselves a little fan, we are going to move into primers. I have two drugstore primers here that I enjoy incredibly. One is the Magic Lumi, and the other one is my NYX Angel Veil. I'm going to actually use both of these. One is for filling in my pores, and the other one, I'm sorry, I keep looking at this guy over here. One's for filling in the pores. One is to illuminate the skin. So I am going to start out by illuminating my skin. And then I'm going to go in with my Angel Veil primer, and I'm going to place this in my T-zone area. This is one of my favorite primers from between the drugstore and high-end. This is one of my all-time faves. So I'm going to press that into the skin. Love many foundations from the drugstore, but you cannot go wrong with the what is this? The L'Oreal True Match. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for many moons, and I absolutely love this foundation. So I have two colors here. One's True Beige, and the other one is Cream Cafe. One's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit darker. This one's Neutral 5, and that one is in Warm 8. So I am going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and mix it with this one here because I still have quite a bit of a spray tan going on. Okay, and then I'm going to be mixing those to make my shade. I'm going to be using my wet beauty blender, my dampened beauty blender. Now, as you can see, I just went in with a very light amount of that foundation. You can still see my freckles and some of my redness and things like that. I've got Bob up here who just decided to pop up this morning. You can still see all that, but I still have a little bit of coverage. That's gonna help us, you know, down the road. I don't really like a lot of liquid foundation on me personally. This is new. To me, I just recently started like getting into powder foundations, and do what's best for you when it comes to your skin. If you like to cake on the liquid, do it, girl. Whatever you prefer. But on me, I'm 32 years old. I'm not 19 or 18 anymore. My skin isn't perfect by any means. I have lines and discoloration on my skin, and that's fine. Nobody's perfect, but I do what is best for my skin, and powder foundation all the way. Okay, so next I'm going to be going in with two of my favorite drugstore concealers. They are both by NYX. This one is the HD concealer, which is a all-time favorite. This is one of the first concealers I think I ever bought myself from the drugstore, and this guy needs to freaking leave. And then the other one is the NYX Gotcha Covered Waterproof Concealer. I'm going to be using both of these. This is where I'm going to get the coverage that I need in the places that I need it, instead of wearing a mask of liquid foundation. So I'm going to first apply this waterproof one, and I'm going to warm it up by, smushing it together here between my fingers. And then I'm going to apply my HD concealer right on top of that. This is in the shade Beige. We're going to cover up Bob there. Bob's an asshole. Let me tell you, I hate Bob. Okay, back to the setting spray. Before I blend all this out, I'm going to give myself a nice spray. I really like to re-dampen the product. It helps with blending purposes. And I'm going to blend out my concealer. All right, lovies, as soon as I get my concealer blended out, I will go in with my Airspun powder. This is a favorite of mine from the drugstore. It's got great coverage, and I just love it. Although I talked about this in my last video, the freaking smell of this is just, I need to go get the, I need to go get this scentless one, because this smells like a grandma in a compact. Seriously, I love my grandmas and I love grandmas. I just don't want to smell like one. So I am just making sure I have no creasing going on. And I'm going to set my under eyes. Bake if you want to. Coffee is a must for me in the morning. Okay, so this is kind of a first impressions for me. I usually use the Studio Fix powder by MAC and my Bare Minerals powder foundation. So we are going to see how well these work. This is the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed powder, and this one is the Loose Finishing powder. This one is in Natural Tan, and this one is in Medium. So I am going to start out with applying the loose version. I'm just going to dump some into this lid and pray to God it looks good. Taking my big fat favorite brush for applying powder products. And I'm going to start pressing this into the skin. It's not looking half bad. It's not it's not like extremely full coverage right off the grip, but it's looking pretty nice. Definitely looking like it's smoothing my skin and my pores out nicely. I'm gonna apply some more. It's definitely a very fine milled powder. And I feel like the color is pretty spot on. I have a very hard time finding, that's another thing. I have a very hard time finding liquid foundations that, you're never gonna find a foundation that perfectly matches you, but I definitely feel like I can find a powder foundation that matches me way better over, I have a million liquid foundations. Foundation and perfecting the skin is by far one of my most favorite parts of makeup. And, you know, I'm always on the hunt for something new, something innovative, something that's going to brighten the face and smooth out the skin and smooth out the pores. So I don't know what I was getting at there. Oh, the colors. Yeah, I never can find something. I'm very warm toned and golden undertoned. And I don't know. I just have a hard time finding like something that matches me. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go in with the pressed version just to see if that offers any more coverage. Guys, I'm really liking this a lot. I've heard good things about this, but I've never actually like tried it. And I'm digging it. I am. I'm freaking digging this. I think it looks nice. And like I was saying earlier in the video about my issues with liquid foundations, you know, if you prefer a liquid foundation, you know, just go for it, guys. You know, this is just my routine. This is just what I would do. And really, everybody pretty much knows how to, for the most part, get their skin looking the way that they want it to look. So I'm going to continue on the face, and then we're going to jump into the eyes in a little bit. I am going to bronze with my holy freaking grail bronzer from the drugstore. I have like every shade in this. This one is in deep bronzer. I was like floored when I found out they came out with the different shades of this bronzer, because it smells like a tropical vacation to me. I feel like I need a freaking pina colada in this hand, a Corona in this hand, and shaking it on the beach to some like crazy island tune. I don't freaking know. Anyways, I'm going to go in with this Sonia Kashuk brush. I've had this for a couple years now, and it is my all-time favorite bronzing brush. It's just something about this bronzer that it blends so nicely into my skin. And I've seen a lot of girls and women really enjoy this. And even the lighter toned shade, I can still rock that. I mean, that was like, I'm pretty sure the original that they came out with. And I love that one just as much as this one. I really like to go down the neck. But I could go in with this bronzer like all day. I'm going to go in with a few different products for blush. I am a very, like, my world revolves around bronzer, literally. I am a bronzer junkie. I do love blush, but I prefer bronze skin. It's my thing. I do it all year round. I don't care if it's snow on the ground and Christmas, or if it's 95 degrees outside or 20 below, whatever. I love bronzer, so I'm going to go in with this Milani No. 5 Baked Bronzer in Soleil first. So, I mean, this thing has lasted quite a while, and I have not hit pan. So I'm going to kind of blend that into my initial bronzer that I put down. It has a, it's very warm in tone, and it has like a little marbled gold in there. And I think it's just really nice as a blush. And gives you a little bit of extra dimension to your skin and more bronzy. I'm gonna go in with the bronzy type of blush next. This is the NYX Ombre Blush in Nude to Me. It is this beautiful bronzy ombre shade, and I do kind of swirl those together lightly. These are very pigmented. I think I bought every single one of these blushes when they came out. I really, really like them. So I'm going to lightly tap this on. It's almost like its own highlight in it, but I do use it very sparingly. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and I figured since we used the butter bronzer, we should go in with this highlight. It is beautiful. It is very pigmented, and it is like a golden bronzy shade, so it's kind of going along with the, you know, the theme. We've got a bronze face going on. Where the fuck is my brush? I gotta get up again. Nope, I found it. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Champagne Butter Highlighter by Physicians Formula. This is very pigmented and like bing, bang, boom, wow, pow in your face. But it is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Look at my nose. Oh, I look like a dewdrop. Who wants to look like a dewdrop with me? Go buy this bronzer. Highlighter. Go buy this highlighter. Ooh, bitch. There's a freaking fly in here driving. Oh my God, look at that. I look like I was touched by an angel. I could just do this all day. Look at my highlight. Look at my highlight. Mama like. Let me get a drink of my water. All right, my little lovies, I'm gonna move on to eyebrows. I have a drugstore product and a not drugstore product. I'm pretty sure this is about the only product in my little mess of makeup here that I'm going to be using. Okay, let's redo that. That totally sucked. I am going to be doing my brows next, you guys, and I'm using one drugstore product and one not drugstore product. You can see my light. Sorry. One drugstore product and one high-end product for my brows. I'm sorry that I'm doing this to you, but I did include a drugstore product in here that I really do like. This is the Tattoo Studio Brow Gel, and this will stay on, bitch, for a long time. Just put it that way. This does not go anywhere. But what I do use is a brush to apply it. This is a NYX eyebrow brush, I guess you'd say. I like to take this out, and I will directly apply some to the like inner part, middle part, whatever you want to call this, of my eyebrows. And then I will apply some to the brush itself. Sorry if you can see the mirror, but I need to be able to see. So I will be going in next with my Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is in chocolate. Then I like to blend all of that together and do the majority of my blending at the front part of my brow so I get that gradient. And that is it for brows. I really enjoy that tattoo. Like, my brows right now are like stuck. Like, I almost didn't even have enough time to go in with this product because that product dries down quickly, and you don't even need to apply a brow gel. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 product. It's very good and inexpensive from the drugstore. All right, we're almost done, guys. We just have to do our eye look and our lip, and we're done. We're ready for school. Obviously, I could probably do this look in about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, but obviously I'm explaining it to you. I mean, nobody wants to take an hour every morning to do their makeup. I mean, if you do, hey, I like to sleep in, but you know, at least for like the first week, everybody wants to like look bomb. And then after that, we all kind of don't give a shit anymore. So this is for like your first day of school look, or your first week, or if, you know, you're a cheerleader and you want your makeup to look bomb, or, you know, but still look elegant and pretty, you know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we are getting started on the eyes. I'm using this gorgeous Nubian palette by Juvia's Place, and it is absolutely stunning and a very inexpensive palette. I am going to begin with this brown shade right here. It is just a pretty neutral brown. And I'm going to start by just sweeping it gently into the crease. I'm going to try to make this look just very soft and kind of natural looking. And I am keeping the majority of this shade on the outer part of the eye, so, you know, we look awake and fresh. I'm not going to lie, you guys, that powder foundation, I like it a lot. Right? As of right now, I like it more than my high-end powders that I've been using. I really, really like the finish. It is almost like making my pores look non-existent, which is freaking amazing. Okay, so next shade I am going to go into is this like really warm toned mustardy brown color, just to give us a little bit more depth in the outer corner. How many of you are ready for school? I know my girls, and yes, I have 3 daughters, by the way, and they are all teenagers. Macy is 11, Gabby is 12, and Tay Taylor is almost 14, or I'm sorry, she is 14. I don't know why I said she's almost. She is 14. She turned 14 in June. And I think they're kind of, you know, they've had a really good summer. We've done a lot of really fun things. But I think they are getting bored. So next I'm just going to blend those shades together. I know what shade I'm going to put on my lid. This one right here, it is like a rosy toned, oh, it's so pretty. It's like a rose gold shade, more rosy than gold, but it's got that bronzy gold sheen to it, and it's freaking stunning. This is gonna give me life. I'm gonna take more of like a flat brush and go into that rosy shade. Tap off the excess so we don't get a bunch of fallout. You could definitely get that shade wet if you want more of like a metallic look. But I really want something that's a little more toned down for school, not anything that's gonna be like bam in your face. I just want it to look pretty and elegant. And I've probably said that about 13 times. And this highlight is like giving me freaking life. Look at that. Boom, bitch. Give it to me. Yes, ma'am. Okay, the next shade I'm going to go into is this one right here. It's more of like a bronzy shade, and it does have a shimmer sheen to it. I'm going to put that on the outermost corner of the eye just to give us a little bit more depth. And I'm using this BH Cosmetics 119. It's more of like a dense brush, and it's got an angle to it. Okay, so once I get it where I want it, and I did get a little bit of fallout right there. I did get a little bit of fallout. Once I get that shade where I want it, I'm just going to start blending it and meshing those shades together. I am going to go in with some liner, but I'm not going to do a wing. And you can go do a wing all you want. I was thinking about just using a shadow to define my, my lash line, but I really like this one from the drugstore. It's by Maybelline. It's the Line Stiletto, and this one's in brownish black. So it's more of a brown than a black, and I really, really like this. I'm going to have to get close to my mirror, so I'm sorry if you can see my mirror. Okay, so the liner is applied. It's just to give our lashes a little bit of, you know, it just gives our lashes a, you know, a little more darkness in there to make them look more full. And for the lower lash line, I'm not going to really do much. I'm just going to go in with that like brownish shade with a little bit of shimmer that we used on our outer corner, but just very little. And I'm going to keep it just on the outer edge. I'm not going to bring it all the way in. I want us to, like I said, we want to look fresh and awake. We're almost done, guys. I'm going to apply some mascara in our lip, and this look is complete. You are ready for school. All right, guys, I'm going to apply my mascara. This is the Thick and Fast High Definition Collagen Coat Mascara by Soap and Glory. All right, my beauties, we're gonna finish up by applying our brow gel. This is the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Chocolate. And it's not really necessary if you use that other product, the Maybelline one, but I just like to change the shape of my brows after I do everything else, just to make sure they're standing the way that I want them to. And this shade also kind of, in my opinion, tones it down a little bit. Once that's applied, we just have to apply our lip and we are done. All right, so for my lip, I'm going with a pinky nude. I'm using the NYX, what is this? Retractable Lip Liner Crayon, waterproof in nude. I am going to go in with this NYX Intense Butter Gloss. And this one's in Tres Leches. Tres Leches? Doesn't really sound appealing. Leeches. I don't like leeches. But I do like this lippy. I do love NYX butter glosses though. I literally loan things. I literally own almost every shade. I know they've been around for a long time, but they're inexpensive and they're stunning. I absolutely love them, and I love you guys so much. I hope that you made it through the video. I hope that you found it helpful, and thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. This is my back to school makeup look, and I also wanted to put it out there too that, you know, you don't have to wear makeup to be beautiful. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. And this is a lot of makeup that I wouldn't expect any teenager to wear every single day. You know, maybe on a special day or whatever the case may be. Just remember that you're beautiful inside and out, and you don't need makeup to be the person that you are. I know I don't. I love to go, you know, my days off, I don't always wear makeup. I love makeup. Makeup is my passion. I love making myself feel better and making others feel beautiful as well. And I hope that this makeup look helped you feel beautiful in some way. Just remember that you are beautiful already, and you don't need a ton of makeup to look beautiful. And I just wanted to let everybody know that, you know, being beautiful to me is not wearing a ton of makeup. I feel beautiful, you know, with or without it. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the box below. And I love you, and I will see you in the next video. All right, guys. Bye.